Today's readings help us to prepare for Lent, calling us to be humble, listen to God, and walk in His ways and follow Him. Isaiah begins by describing the glory of God. In the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord seated on a high and lofty throne, with the train of His garment filling the temple. Seraphim were stationed above. They cried one to the other, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. All the earth is filled with His glory." At the sound of that cry, the frame of the door shook, and the house was filled with smoke. Then I said, "Woe is me, I am doomed, for I am a man of unclean lips, living among a people of unclean lips. Yet my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts." Then one of the seraphim flew to me, holding an ember that he had taken with tongs from the altar. He touched my mouth with it and said, "See, now that this has touched your lips, your wickedness is removed, your sin purged." Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?" "Here I am," I said. "Send me." The word of the Lord. St. Paul in the second reading talks about being sent, and just as Isaiah was humble, St. Paul expresses his humility, calling himself the least of the apostles chosen by God. The second reading is taken from his letter to the Corinthians, chapter 15, verses 1 to 11. And in today's Gospel by Luke, Simon Peter humbles himself to the words of Jesus in the miracle catch at sea. Luke begins telling us, while the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesaret. He saw two boats there alongside the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said in reply, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing, but at your command I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. They came and filled both boats so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the knees of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish they had made seized him and all those with him, and likewise James and John, the sons of Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you'll be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord. Simon was sorry for doubting the Lord, but he put aside his human wisdom, listened to the words of Jesus, and saw the miracle happen. Simon's response, the last words in today's Gospel, calls us to a similar response: leave everything and follow Him. This Daily Nugget is brought to you by Redeem for Worship.
Created using Powtoon.